Are you repeating after me? Do you know the spill? What the foot? And our feet series are coming up. Woohoo! If you haven't signed up yet, then you should. We have very limited spots left. So feet. We are women over 40, right? And you all know, so as we age, a balance perhaps becomes not so great. And of course, we get to that age when we hear falling might be like, that risky thing. And yes, feet relate to balance. And why do we really need that good balance? Because it's going to provide us a huge level of independence. Yep. And who does not want to stay independent as long as possible? And for me, for example, I don't have kids, so nobody's there to take care of me. But that's besides the point. So in order for us to stay as independent as possible, I think and I believe we should include a lot of balancing work or a lot of single leg work. And believe it or not, if you still want to run or jog just because you love it, running is all about single leg activity. You're constantly on a single leg. For walking, it's 80%. And as humans, I believe it's very important to preserve our ability and our function of walking. So, and just like I said in my other video, so when one foot does one thing and the other foot the other thing, our walking might be compromised. And also, we would like to create that good shift of balancing act from right to left and left to right. And this is exactly what we'll be focusing in our Feet First series. And no, it's not going to be just like you're lifting one toe at a time, which we will do, but it's really taking that whole body approach and connecting a foundation for the rest of our body and the rest of our body to our foundation. And one of our main focuses is going to be improving our balance, which leads to longer and better independence. And that's what I want for you, just like what I want for myself. Another interesting fact in feet is that each sole of the foot has so many nerves, like hundreds and hundreds of nerves, just because it's our first point of contact to the ground. And yes, we used to not wear shoes. We were barefoot. So, and that was very important to create that sensory connection and sensory input that goes through the body, through all our sensors, and to the brain. And of course, balancing is a lot more than just that physical activity and a lot more than just standing on one leg. It's also that vestibular apparatus, and that's also the connection to the brain. So, and I believe it's important to continue stimulating those nerves in the soles of the feet so that we constantly have that connection. And also, a part of that balancing act, there are so many older people, who fall down and don't know how to get up. And that's not the life to live, right? We want to stay active, we want to stay fit, and we will be working on that skill as well. But the first point of contact from that getting up is your foot, and how foot connects to the ground and how foot connects the pressure to the rest of the body is going to make a huge difference. So join the series and let's work towards our independence with better balance, better posture, and less fear of falling. I'll see you on the other side.